So I was looking at the videos that I posted on YouTube, like the list of it on YouTube, and I noticed that my earliest videos are out of order. Those are the videos where I gave a historical account of my college experience, and they were out of order, which makes me think someone edited my videos and then re-uploaded them. So I think I know what their main goal was, and that was to discredit me or make me look bad. I mean, this would kind of explain one of the reactions I got from a CPD officer on my case. So I applied to be a CPD officer, and I was going through that employment hiring process or whatever. And a couple months ago, um, the person like handling my file or whatever, he called me up, said he watched the videos, and I'm like, okay, cool, so what? And then he brings up one of the things I said, which was, if you're Asian, whether you're yellow or brown, I kind of just assume you're going to be more overtly racist than everyone else. Which, if you actually take into account my life experience, is um, I feel as though you would realize that I'm at least somewhat justified in saying what I said. And he asked for an example, or at least what I was alluding to at that part of the video. And honestly, I didn't remember because it's been so long. But I recalled two memories during a phone call, and that was when I was a first year grad student at Irvine. And I'm walking past the door, I knock on it, and I can hear this Asian dude scream out, "I don't want to listen to any of your rap music." I was really just trying to tell him that he left his keys in the door. Like, and there was this other experience where I was talking to another chem major, and we were talking about, Orgo or whatever, and I told her how I got an A+. And he says in somewhat of a nasty tone, the only reason I got as high as I did is because the instructor liked me. That is crazy dismissive. I feel as though if I weren't black, that these type of things wouldn't happen to me. And during the phone call, I perceived the officers being a little bit weird. It's like, just because I said I pretty much assume you're going to be more overtly racist if you're Asian, it's almost like he perceived me as being the racist for simply speaking openly about my experiences, and I thought that was a little strange. Another weird phone call was that I was told that the police were called on me in August of 2015, which is a little strange. Apparently, I had an altercation with a female grad student, and the strange thing about that is I didn't really I was gone for the majority of the month because I was in Europe on a vacation. When I got back, I was already kicked out. That's a long story, but during vacation, I was kicked out of school. Well, my research advisors told me that I was going to have to master out, and she didn't really give a reason why. Uh, but back to the phone call where I had an alleged altercation with a grad student. So the thing about that is someone probably committed a crime, and that someone wasn't me. So I have a feeling that at least I'm assuming that someone from UCI either one filed a false report because I never had any altercation with a female grad student. I don't remember even speaking to any of the female grad students when I got back from my trip in August. I pretty much made all my contacts through this other grad student called Darius Fazy, and there was this other two other people from the group that were both males that I've spoken to briefly, but I didn't really have a reason to speak to any of the females of the group, so I didn't. Um, so outside of possibly filing a false report, if she did, well, I'm assuming that Blum did. So assuming that Blum didn't file a false report, she also misrepresented me uh, to the CPD officer, which, at least in California, is illegal. So she either committed one crime or the other. Either you filed a false report or you kept me from getting gainful employment, both of which are illegal. You know, it'd be really, really interesting if she actually did both. Like, she filed a false report and then just straight up lied to the CPD officer. You know, I learned a lot about humanity during college. I learned that people are not inherently good. People are not inherently magnanimous. People shouldn't probably be given the benefit of the doubt. Like, I like to assume that you're a decent person, but I learned that that is not a safe assumption to make about people. Like, I think the most interesting thing that I saw during my college years is how people reacted to that email that Blum sent me when I was in Europe, saying that I was like I was going to be forced to master out or whatever. It's like she's basically kicking me out of school, but she's not actually stating the reason why. And the funny thing about that is nobody picked up on it except for me. Like, I sometimes don't even think people really even read that, like, very closely, or maybe they just assume that I somehow did something wrong. I don't know. I don't understand people. They don't understand me. Or maybe they do and they just playing some sort of sick game. But yeah. So I'm gonna end this video by saying, if you sense something is probably a little off in my college life videos, let's call them that, it's probably because they were edited by somebody else. Now, I'm not gonna go back and watch these videos because it was very hard to talk about how much my life sucked during college. And watching those videos is just gonna put me in low spirits. So I don't want to do that. But if you sense something that's kind of off, there may be a reason why. There may be somebody altering my videos after I post them. So, fair warning.